Welcome to Musings of an Extrovert. If you've been listening for a while, you've heard the same intro probably a couple times and are used to it, hopefully fond of it. And yeah, thank you for listening. I appreciate you hearing the same intro over and over and over and over and over again. I really do appreciate it. So today, I would really like it if you would like and subscribe to this podcast. If you like to listen on YouTube, I have started posting to YouTube. So you should be able to find me on YouTube, as well as find my personal page as well, Darvin Muentes. You can find all of my covers and music postings on there. Please like and subscribe, and put comments on this video and on this particular podcast, and let me know your thoughts. Today we're going to be talking about something really fun, and it is weird quirks about me. This one is a fun one to think about for me, and I have thought about it a little bit this week, and so I'm going to share with you guys some things that are just odd about me. They're odd, but they make me me. Me. Yep, me. I'm not a grandma. They make me who I am in a lot of ways. Well, rather, they make up a lot of or they show my personality more. They don't make up who I am. Only Jesus can say what I am, and I will take that to the grave. But these don't make up who I am. They show the personality that the Lord has given me. So yeah, I hope you guys like them. I'm going to be talking about some things that are unpopular opinions that I have, and they're just that. They're opinions. So if you don't like them, that's okay. You don't need to like them. And actually tell me if you don't like them. I would appreciate to hear it. And I'd love to hear what you think, and call you wrong. You know, I'm just playing. You're not wrong if it's an opinion. Opinions are opinions, even when you're wrong. So, yeah, so unpopular opinion number 1 by Darvin. I don't care for breakfast food very much. This is a hugely, widely unpopular opinion. People love breakfast food, and they are so, they're so crazy about it. They really like their breakfast food. And I'm over here like, give me some steak and potatoes. Give me, a burger or ceviche, or, just give me something tasty, savory, something enjoyable for the morning. Bacon, I will say this. I love bacon. Bacon is one part of breakfast food that I think is not just breakfast food specific, and I love it. And don't get me wrong, guys. I can eat some eggs. Eggs are good. I wouldn't say they're great. They're good. So are, like hash browns, pancakes are good. It's a very American thing to make a breakfast taco. I will say that. I'm not a big fan of the breakfast taco or breakfast burrito. That's also an unpopular opinion. If you don't like it, come at me. Go ahead and put some comments in the comment section and tell me why I'm wrong, even though I'm not. I really, really love bacon on anything. So, bacon is one breakfast food I will say I love it. So you can count me in your loving of breakfast food if you count that. But otherwise, I'm not a huge fan of the idea, the concept, I guess, of breakfast as a category. of foods. I think all foods go into the breakfast category and should go into the breakfast category. My mom actually disagrees with me on this a lot. She doesn't think anything else should be eaten at breakfast time other than coffee and some designated breakfast foods. And I always make it a point to say that that's wrong. But I love you, Mom. And I love the fact that you love your breakfast food. So I will eat breakfast with you anytime. So that's unpopular opinion number one. Second opinion is it's gonna get me some enemies, I think, and that is that Android is way better than Apple, and that opinion is one that half of my listeners actually will probably disagree with. Most of you guys are probably listening from Apple Music, which if you are, thank you for listening. And please feel free to go and buy more of your Apple products. That is totally fine with me. That means there's more Android products available for me. And when supply is up, then that means that prices go down. So I can, get cheaper prices on my Android stuff if you guys are buying more of the Apple stuff. So please feel free to just continue buying your Apple stuff. But that unpopular opinion, that's because I love the Android platform. I've gotten a chance to be on it since, probably the last 10 years or so. And it has changed so much in so many ways. And there have been so many options available for people out there. I currently use Google Pixel, and I really like the Pixel platform. Pixel's a pretty good platform to have an OS. The UX of Pixel is great. And the OS is Android, so it's an Android OS. All Android phones have Android OS. They just have different interfaces for them, so the UI is very different across them. And I personally like that. I like having the ability to say, I want to choose this and try to go after this instead. I've gone from HTC to Samsung, and then from Samsung, I've gone over to Pixel. And Pixel kind of has its own ecosystem. So does Samsung. And I would say that probably some other companies have their own ecosystems, but those are kind of the bigger ecosystems. LG probably has their own ecosystem. And then obviously Apple has its own ecosystem, which for most Apple users, I will say this, most Apple users are going to be the people who want to have the thing that just works. It just works. Like you update from one iPhone to the next iPhone, and you're going to get all of your updates and everything's going to transfer over correctly. You're never going to have to worry about getting anything back. And so for the person who doesn't want to worry about that kind of stuff or think about it at all, then it's a great phone. I would say that iPhone also has done aesthetics very well over the course of its time, but it has stayed relatively simple, relatively the same. I think every single time a new iPhone comes out, the whole iPhone world feels like it's revolutionized because it looks different. But they've really just gone from this round bezel form factor in a smaller body to go bigger, and then with iterations being more boxy, then more round, more glass on the front and the back, more glass on the front, more metal on the back. They've just switched around all of those things. But with Android, there's this level of excitement and innovation that I don't think you find with Apple. Android is on the cutting edge of folding technology, and I think folding technology is going to be here to stay. How much it's going to stay within the handheld phone world is still yet to be seen. I think Samsung has been really doing a good job. Huawei has been really doing a good job of coming up with different folding phones and folding devices, folding screen devices. And I think they really are trying to push the boundaries. I believe Google's coming out with a folding one really soon too, which is awesome. If Google has something, then I might go on to that one. Because I actually, one time I got a Motorola Razr, which I'm not talking about for all you OGs out there, the Motorola Razr that, was the first selfie phone. I'm talking about the Motorola Razr that came out like 3 years ago or 4 years ago. And it was a revolutionary folding phone. It was just a really great folding screen, really fun phone. I found it to be very useful. I would text off of the front screen and never have to flip open the phone, which made the phone tiny and small, and I could text with one hand, and it was really cool. And I could take calls that way too and put it on speaker. So it was actually a really great phone. So yeah, I think Android is on the cutting edge. And what typically happens is that Android will test out like all of those, new innovations and all of those awesome things. And then Apple will come in behind it and they will, implement it into their own phones. And they will make all the hardware and get everything up to snuff, up to Apple code. And, I appreciate that about Apple, is that they are very consistent. And that's a big reason why they have such a cult following, is the fact that they have phones that just work because everything was made to be together. Versus in the Android world, not everything was made to be together. Everything was manufactured very big, and then individual manufacturers will, trade this and that to put their phones together. And so things have switched over a little bit more, but that's still the reality. And I think that drives innovation. Anywhere where there's a closed market, where the market isn't open to outside competitors and to innovation and collaboration, I think those places are always going to lack innovation. And so, I think that is very clear from how Apple has chosen to innovate on their own, versus innovating with the world at large, or waiting for the innovations from the world at large, I should say. And Apple at one point, at the very beginning, was really the innovation leader. They were the ones who brought the smartphone to its current way. And so they were an innovation leader, but I think that they've taken a back seat to a bunch of other companies, and let them become the innovation leader. So that's an unpopular opinion. I think that Apple is worse than Android. Please roast me in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Here's another weird thing about me. I wear slides pretty much everywhere. Rain, snow, shine. I wear slides everywhere. I love to wear slides, and they're a specific type of slide. They're Adidas, and they're black cloud foam slides. I have wanted to get other colored slides, but each attempt so far hasn't been too successful, so I've just gotten the same one. I actually have 3 pairs currently, and one pair is on its way out, so I have a couple other pairs that are going to be coming in behind it, and that's how I like it. I like to have just what I like, and I enjoy it. So they last about 1.5 years before I need to get a new pair, so I have 3 years worth of slides in my house now, so I'm pretty happy about that. So that's an odd thing about me, but don't worry. I wear my regular shoes, like my dress shoes at work, and I will change into other shoes for events that need it. I don't just wear the slides, but I will eventually one day, as CEO of Muentes & Co., I will eventually wear slides as my norm every single day. So, yeah, just look out for that. CEO and slides. That's going to be a hashtag someday. Yeah, what's another unpopular opinion about me? Well, not an unpopular opinion about me. Though if you have that, go ahead and post it in the comments. Maybe I'm opening up a can of worms that I don't want to open up, but hey, that's fine. Yeah, those are probably the only ones that I can think of at this point. I spent a good amount of time talking about them, and I hope you've enjoyed this conversation. Well, I guess it's not a conversation, but it could be if you put a comment in the comment section and you like and you subscribe. And if you go to my website, wentesco.com/products, and go buy some Wentesco merch, it would support the channel, and yeah, I'd appreciate it. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining me on Musings of an Extrovert. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day.